All right. I just got done talking to Superman, and very good news. Superman is coming to the protest. I repeat, Superman is coming to the protest. On our side, on the Wolverine side of things, against the US of A. Oh yeah, you heard right. You heard right. Our chances of victory have increased exponentially now. Exponentially. I just thought it was going to be me and no friends. Just people there I don't really know, like the last two protests. I didn't know anybody there. You know what I'm saying? I was a lone soldier. But this next protest, Superman, he's like, I'm coming. I'm like, all right, the Wolverine and Superman back to back. Whoever heard of that combo? But it sounds awesome. It sounds like an awesome combo, doesn't it? I think so. We all hear about the Batman and Superman combo, but Wolverine and Superman, deadly. We'll see how it goes. The wild animal and Superman. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they don't bring kryptonite. I actually know his kryptonite. I actually know his weakness. But I'm not gonna tell the US of A. I'm not gonna tell anybody, the police, his weakness. I'm not. Or we'll lose. We'll lose big time if they bring Superman's weakness, what I consider his kryptonite. We'll lose. Other than that, we'll win. For sure. Yeah. It was pretty awesome. I'm like, you want to come to the protest? I'm like thinking no one will come, no friends will come. I got no friends to come, Gambit lives across the country. He can't come, you know what I'm saying? If Gambit lived here, I'd ask him to come with me, You know what I mean? But other than that, there's nobody else except Superman. Would Sunfire go to a protest? No, probably not. But I don't know. You never know. But Superman is always down. He just had an encounter. With the bad guys that we all know, that pretend to be good guys in your community, in our community, that pretend to be good guys to protect the community. Those guys. He had another encounter with them, so he's pissed. He's like, I'm down to go to the protest. So we got another heavy hitter. So maybe that's all we need is Superman. Maybe that's all we need. You know what I mean? In the comics, that's all they ever needed. Superman shows up, we win. Every time. Resurrect Superman, we win. Without Superman, we lose. With Superman, we win. That's how it's going to work, And he's tough to beat. He's tough to beat even for the Wolverine. Yeah, if you're in his vicinity physically, he's hard to beat. He is. He's good. He's crafty with his words. He's good. He tricks most people, he does. Except for me. He knows I've caught on to his methods a little bit, but he's good. So that's the kind of people we want on our team, you know what I mean? People that have served time, that are pissed off. That's Superman. So, regaining his strength back. So, anyways, that's all I wanted to report. It's like, we may have a chance in this second wave, the second insurrection with Superman. We may have a chance to make a real push, a real impact, rather than just the Wolverine by himself. And a bunch of people I don't even know. You know what I mean? It's hard to fight a war with people you don't even know. You're not on the same page. They don't even know anything about you. They don't know my favorite color. You know what I'm saying? They don't know me. They call me by my wrong name. I can't work with people like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to know the Wolverine a little bit. Superman knows me a little bit. And he's scared to death of me. He's scared to death of me. The friends that know me are scared of me. Let that sink in. He's like, you scare me. and I'm your friend, and you scare me. Yep. Yep. And people are figuring it out. If they weren't scared of me before, they will be in a few months from now when I'm burning down City Hall. I'm not kidding. You know, I'm going to let things play out a little further before I get to that point. We'll see how things play out in the next few months before I make a decision to burn City Hall down. You know, demolition it, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm good at demolition when the time is right. You know what I'm saying? To make a statement. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? You think your city council? Where are you going to meet? There's no City Hall anymore. I demolition City Hall. Where's City Council going to meet now? In the park? Where we can find you? You know, I play dirty. I play dirty. No rules in war. No rules in war, as we know. They don't play by the rules, so we don't either. They don't care about the rules, so we don't care about the rules. Oh yeah, all that rights and constitution talk, that's just a front that they don't believe in. That's for you to submit. That's for you to submit, the rights and constitution thing. Oh yeah. That's for you to submit. It doesn't even exist. But Superman already knows that. He's smart. He's wise. He's like, I already know this country's a lie. He already knows that. I'm like, he's way ahead of the curve. Superman's way ahead of the curve. So he's down. He's down. He's like, I've had enough of these. He drove by Victor's place to pay his respects, you know, the other day. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to play the video of Victor getting shot again. I'm like, I don't want to. I've seen it enough. You can only watch your brother get shot so many times. I'm not kidding. You know, the Wolverine watching Sabretooth get shot over and over. You can only watch it so many times, you know what I'm saying? Before you're just... like every time I'm like, I want to burn everything down because of that. I did burn the whole city down because they shot Victor like that. I'm not kidding, so I have to be careful. It gets the rage going, it does. The berserker mode of the Wolverine. And I told Superman, I'm like, imagine how dangerous I would be without even any Jesus in my life. Zero Jesus. Like I still walk a Christian. I try to, you know, I still read the Bible and stuff. Imagine me with no Bible. Imagine me with no Bible to hold me back. There'd be, the cemetery would be overloaded. I'm not kidding. Superman knows that. I know where everybody lives. You know, my quick work of everybody that's in the system. You know what I'm saying? Like no rules. There's no God. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Get revenge with no consequences. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what you give. That's what you give for shooting a kid down my street. No rules. You know. But yeah, if there was no Bible, no nothing, and they did me dirty like they did, they'd be so dead. It's not even funny. They'd be so dead. You name the names that in the system that have done me dirty so far. You name the names, they'd be dead already. You know what I'm saying? It's no joke. It's no joke of matter. You don't mess with the battle axe. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm not the battle axe, but I feel like a loose cannon battle axe that was let loose. You know what I mean? God's like, you're not the battle axe anymore. So I'm like, all right, I'm even more wild. Me more wild. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the rules of revenge. They do you dirty, you do them back. That's the rules of revenge. You know what I'm saying? The animal revenge. Yeah. Anyways, enough of that video. Enough of that nonsense. Everyone's like, well, he's scary. You'd be scary too if they shot your brother down the street. You'd be scary